Coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Off the play fake. Ball. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his tight end. That's Dre. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they start the tight end on the left side of the formation and send him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Costa. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Ball. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Ball. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, good D-lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
On 3rd down, Costa. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Steelers now at 2-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Allen going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Off play action. Ball. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Hold the stick. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Costa. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Gutierrez.
On the ball now. On the ball. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Ball. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A run up the middle with Irving. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 65 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They try the left side with Johnson. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
319!
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air, Allen. And this hit straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Alert! 56, 56! Alert! What's that?
And Allen has the blitz coming. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Down the left sideline. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Ball. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down. Costa. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, LA! His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go. with the ball in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before taking this deep into enemy territory down to the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Toss wide side. This is Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run on 1st down. Costa. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Gutierrez. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Ball. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Costa.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's able to bring through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Johnson running left. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Allen going to change this at the line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Allen. Got his man. It's caught for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gutierrez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Costa. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Ball. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Panther 11. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Up the middle they go. It's Reeves. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Costa. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Rams, 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Now, you see both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
He's going to be stopped cold with good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 125 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Costa. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Costa. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Costa. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
19 Tiger. Trap 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long.
Now Allen going to change it up.
From the gun on third down, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense at a bad spot.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
70 Rangers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Second down and 6 now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Allen off the play fake. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
formation.
And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Ball. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Come on.
On 4th down, Ball. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Here we go.